Imagine sleeping thinking you're resting and you wake up with severe body pains. It was ridiculous. Find your happiness now. So when the money comes, you're going to be enjoying yourself. You're going to be happy with the finances. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, how are you doing? And if you're not new to my channel, you've seen me before, hey girl. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about things you need to know before it's too late. Some of these points may seem as though, oh, everyone knows this, but I'm very sure not everyone implements it, not everyone thinks about it as often as you're supposed to. The first thing I'm going to say is you are responsible for your actions, thoughts, success. I am responsible for mine, you are responsible for yours. Nobody is going to come and save you. Even if you want to use the excuse of I am not from a successful family or I'm not from a wealthy family, I cannot be successful, that's on you. That is on you. I strongly believe your mindset towards what you want to do and where you want to be is going to create the success you want to create. I believe we're in the world where there are ways you can make money online, there are things you can do in order to earn money, there are skills you can learn in order to earn money. So no one is coming to save you. So if you want to keep blaming your cousin, your sister, your brother, your parents, your aunt, your father for the financial problems you're having in adulthood, you have to blame just yourself. Life is short. Don't wait for that special occasion, special date, special event before you wear that clothes. Do not wait for that special situation before you tell that person how you feel. Do not keeping malice with that person you had a disagreement with and it just needed a conversation to get it over and done with. Life is short. Anything can happen at any time. I don't know how old you guys are, but if you do not know this, at a particular point in time where you're an adult, like where you make decisions for yourself and you need to know that life is short. Me, Glory, I'm telling you, life is short. So do the thing you want to do. Go out and take yourself out and feel good. Spend your money. Don't do it irresponsibly. I'm just saying spend it. Enjoy yourself. When do you plan to enjoy yourself? Travel to wherever you want to travel to because nobody knows tomorrow. Nobody is sure of what would happen tomorrow. You do not know what's going to happen tomorrow. I do not know what's going to happen tomorrow. Whatever it is you want to do, just do it. If something is bothering you, change it. If it's a location, if it's a situation, change your location, change your situation. If it's a habit that you have, find ways to change it. If it's someone in your life that you don't want to be in your life, you cut them off. Changing it is the only influence you can have. It's up to you to be able to wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to change this, or I'm going to stop doing this. When I was much younger, I would not speak up if someone is stressing me out, if someone is bothering me. At a point, I realized it was to my own detriment because I was the one feeling stressed out. I was the one who could not speak up for myself. I had to change that character. I had to become someone who could speak up for myself, who could also tell the other person how I feel without disrespecting them. Change your environment. If you're in a situation where you feel it's toxic for you and you're able to change it, then change it. If it's something you cannot change, just learn to navigate through it. I would say learn to live with it, but sometimes we do not have to accept nonsense. So just learn to navigate through it. Let's say you are young, you're still living with your family, and maybe you have a toxic family member or you have toxic family members. I would say just learn to know your triggers when you're around them. You will regret the things you did not do much more than the things you did. So if you've done something, oh, I regret doing that, be glad that you're able to do it and know that you've regretted it. Because the fear of what ifs or the thought of what ifs or the mindset of what ifs is not a very good it's not very friendly. Do it, try it. Whatever thing you want to do, just do it. As long as it's not affecting your life or as long as it's not going to affect your health, just do it. Do it. Life is short. The regret from things you did not do is much worse than the things you did. Do not care about what people will say. Just do what you want to do. How would you want your future self to be? I read something somewhere where they said if you think you are disappointed or if you think the life you're living, your 18-year-old self will be disappointed, think about your 80-year-old self and the lifestyle they are living. What are the changes you would make in your life presently in order to achieve that lifestyle? So that's the part I'm looking from. I'm looking from the part of okay, my future self, maybe if I'm 50, how do I want to live? What do I want to be like? What lifestyle do I want to have? How is my health? How is my body? How is my mindset? Where do I want to be when I'm 50 or when I'm 60? When I think about those things and see the lifestyle I want to have, the way I want my health to be, I am making the changes right now towards being that person. Let's say, for example, I want to maintain my figure because I'm someone who I love the way I look. I love my figure. Now I started going to the gym. I started working out because I know I'm going to give birth to children. I know I'm going to gain some weight, but that does not mean I'm going to stop working out or eat unhealthy. That would make me gain weight to a particular level where I wouldn't be proud of my future self. Those are the steps I'm taking right now. I'm trying to eat healthier. I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to, create routines and habits for myself that I know would get me to a point or to a lifestyle that I would be proud of when I'm 50. I'm not looking at the back. I'm looking forward. I'm looking towards the future. So make that future plan for your future self. The next point I'm going to say is prioritize yourself, your rest, your happiness. If you are someone who is just, you're clocking, let's say most of the people that watch me, I don't know your age, but you should be in your between 20s to 40s or 20s to 30s. If you are within that age range and you're eating nonsense, you wake up in the morning, you're eating golden one. I was shading myself because I used to be that person. You wake up in the morning, first thing you're putting in your mouth is refined sugar. In the afternoon, you're eating carbohydrates. In the evening, you're eating carbohydrates times 2. I don't know how you plan on helping yourself, but please prioritize your health, because you prioritizing your health right now is going to help you in the future. It's going to avoid you from having different problems in the future. I went through this phase of health scare, so I read so many things. One thing I got to realize about our health is what we eat, what we put in our body. When I was in uni back then, I used to eat a lot of noodles. I used to eat a lot of Indomie. At a point, I believe, I did not check it at the hospital, but I believe that was it. I started getting insulin resistant. I had so much sugar in my body. I started having like black marks on my neck. Whenever I eat noodles, I would just pass out. I would go to bed. It doesn't matter what time it is, if it's in the morning, if it's in the afternoon, if it's in the night. I would go to bed and I would pass out. And when I wake up, I experience severe body pain all over my body. My joints, my knees, my elbows, they would be hurting so bad. At a point, I had to tell myself, Glory, what's going on? First off, it was the black thing on my neck that was scaring me. I was just like, this is not it. And my eating habits, my stress level were bad, and I just had to tell myself, you know what, I need to prioritize my health, because if I don't prioritize my health, if I continue like this, I don't know where it's going to be. In order to not find myself in a situation where I will be sorry for myself, I decided to change my health back then in order to bring me to this level. And I'm so glad I've been able to overcome that health scare or health anxiety I used to have. I cut out noodles, I cut out eating sugar for a while and carbohydrates. I cut it out, and I noticed immediately I stopped that, the black things faded off. I started having more strength and energy. I started feeling much more energized. I started feeling good about myself. If I was not conscious enough to know that this was what was harming my body, I don't know where I would be today. Imagine sleeping, thinking you're resting, and you wake up with severe body pains. It was ridiculous, and I had to do something about it. If I had not prioritized my health back then, what would my health be like right now? I know it's not the easiest thing to do to eat healthy, but I'm trying to implement more vegetables, more green in my diet right now, because I want my future self to be, a baby girl. I still want to be a baby girl. I still want to be, a fresh mom, When it comes to happiness, if you do not know what makes you happy, or you cannot find something that makes you happy, please find it. The reason as to why extremely wealthy people are not happy, I believe, this is my theory, please do not quote me on this, but my theory is they possibly were looking for the happiness when they were searching or when they were trying to earn more money. So it's like they were not happy. They thought, okay, if I make more money, I'm going to be happy. They made the money, they were not happy. They also set another goal, okay, if I make this amount of money, I'm going to be happy. But one thing you need to understand is money does not buy happiness. So when people say, oh, money buys happiness, if I'm wealthy, I'm good. Find your happiness now. So when the money comes, you're going to be enjoying yourself. You're going to be happy with the finances, okay? The next point I'm going to talk about is do not ruin your health in order to make money, because when you make that money, you're going to use that money on your health. There are certain life situations that I've gone through that I relate so much with this. So let's say, for example, right now you're trying to make money, you're trying to hustle hard, you're trying to be on your game, and you're not taking care of your health in the process. You're becoming very stressed out. You're not eating properly. You're not doing things that would help enhance your health. Your health is just going down and your finances are going up. Okay, if you do not prioritize your health right now, when those finances come, you're going to use that money to take care of your health. And do we want to do that? No. We want to be happy, we want to be wealthy, and we want to be healthy. So in order to be happy, wealthy, and healthy, prioritize your health the same way you're prioritizing wealth. Because a word is enough for the wise, like my mother would say. Is it a word? A word is enough for the wise. Because if you start making money, that money you're making, the money that is coming into your account is going straight to hospital bills. And you know the one thing that is not cheap is hospital bills. So prioritize your health. Do not jeopardize your health in your search for wealth. Stop scrolling. Do I say scrolling? Do not get into the trap of scrolling. People pleasing, perfectionism, phone scrolling, envy, regrets are some of the biggest time wasters. If you watched my previous video where I spoke about fear of being seen, I spoke about perfectionism. You limit yourself from doing the things you want to do simply because you want it to be perfect. Nothing or no one is perfect. You have to keep practicing in order to see progress. So it's your outlook on life, or how you see things, or how you choose to do things, that makes it perfect in your own way. If you're envious of someone, that is a huge time waster, because that person is out there living their life, doing what they want to do, and you're busy sitting down in your house, in your bedroom, being envious of their lifestyle, being envious of what they have, what they've achieved. Meanwhile, you're supposed to be using this time to work on yourself. People pleasing, you want to be out there pleasing people. Oh my god. People pleasing is the thief of joy, is the thief of happiness, is the thief of self-growth, because you're not going to be doing things for yourself. You're going to be doing things based off of what people want you to do. Most of these things are not what you want to do. Imagine you're people pleasing, or you're at the stage in life where you're people pleasing. One person says this, you do it. The next person says this, you do it. When are you going to have the time to do what you yourself want to do, or what's best for you? Regrets. If you're sitting down in your life and thinking, okay, I regret not doing this, or I regret doing that, or I regret not starting my business, or I regret not starting a YouTube channel, or I regret not talking to this person, you're going to keep regretting. And if you do not do anything to change that, I'm sorry. Well, I'm hoping with this video you're going to change that and stop spending or wasting your quality time regretting things that have passed or have happened, not prioritizing yourself or people pleasing. We're not going to do that. The ninth thing I believe you should know is sometimes, I'm also talking to myself here, sometimes we tend to overestimate the things we can do in a day and underestimate the things we can do in a year. I used to wake up in the morning, I would write down a list of 10 things I want to a list of 10 things I want to do that particular day, or 15 things or 20 things I want to achieve that particular day. And when I start my day, everything just goes south. It's like I forgot, or I will forget about all of the things I wrote down, and the next day I will wake up, I will look through my to-do list of the previous day, and I realized I did not even achieve one thing. Oh my god. If I keep living that way, at the end of the year I will just realize I did not achieve much. Instead, what I would advise you to do, or what I have started doing, is I write down a week goal, like 5 or 7. Every day I prioritize that one thing I want to achieve. That one thing I have to make sure I achieve, regardless of what or how my day goes. Because when we start our day in the morning, especially if you are someone who does not have like a specific routine or a specific, life, where maybe you wake up in the morning, you go to the office at 5 p.m, you come back home, you make dinner, you sleep, like a routine life. If you're someone who do not have that, and you're able to, fix in the things you want to do into your life, into the routine, come, let's talk. If you are a freelancer, or if you're someone who just lives life and face what direction life throws at you, a way you could achieve things, or a way you could change that, is start small. Every day, set one goal. When you realize that from that one goal, you're able to do it like freely without stressing yourself, you start maybe by 2 goals a day, 5 goals a week. Try to achieve 1 goal every single day. Just see how that goes. That also gives you a purpose, that gives you direction for your day, because sometimes we get caught up in the time wasters, TV, mindless scrolling. Meanwhile, you're supposed to be achieving your goal, but you're busy scrolling and judging other people. Start by doing one thing a day, and you understand that small drops of water can fill a cup. Don't put so much pressure on yourself trying to, okay, it's the new year, or it's the middle of the year, I want to achieve this, and today I'm going to do this, that, this, then those. No, don't do that. Start one step at a time. The final point I'm going to say is live your life with open heart, with open mind, with open ears, with open eyes. Like, just live your life. If you waste money, you're going to earn it back. If you think you've wasted money, you're going to earn it back. So whatever experience you want to have, whatever thing you want to do, you want to travel to the end of the world, if you can afford it, do it. I'm not saying you should spend your money anyhow, or you should not save, but I'm saying you should be able to gain experience things, do things you love, spend time with people you love, because one thing we do not have again is time. Time is not waiting for you to do this, it's not waiting for you to do that before it keeps going. Time will keep going. So you're either going to keep doing things for yourself that your future self will be happy about, or you sit down, do nothing, and live in regrets. An extra point I'm going to give is, when people say, oh, it's too late to start, that's just an excuse. You can always change the course. You can always reinvent yourself. You can always start again. You can always start. Since you're saying it's too late to start, just start. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop believing, oh, you should have started 3 years ago, you should have started 4 years ago, you should have started last month. Just start from where you are right now, in the moment where you are. Stop procrastinating. Stop telling yourself, I don't want to do this now because I feel like everyone is doing it and I don't think I'll be able to do it, or I don't think it suits me, or I don't think I want to be like everybody else, or I feel like if I start now it's going to be too late. Please start where you are. Start today, start tomorrow, start. As long as you started, just keep going, and you will see the growth from there. You will see the improvement, and keeping your consistency as well, you're going to see the improvement. I do hope these tips were helpful to someone out there, and these are things that I have learned so far in life and I'm still learning. If you guys want me to do something like this again, let me know in the comment section below. I hope this video was helpful to someone out there. Even if it's helping one person out there, or teaching yourself to become a better person, I would feel really happy that I've done that, because I have fought so many internal personal battles in order to start uploading this content, and I'm grateful I've been able to do that. So I've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you can relate to any of these things I spoke about, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!